Oh, yeah, them 100 ICRT. A lot of great dance tunes for you in the 7 o'clock hour because that's how we do it here with the Hour of Power. That was a remix of Pitbull and Neo's Time of Our Lives along with Martin Garrix and Wizard. All in the mix. It's 7:15, and I'm so happy to see my friend here and your friend, too, who finally released a brand new album after more than 3 years, I think. Please welcome to the show, it's Cindy. Hello, Yuan Yongling.
Hey, everybody. This is Cindy Yuan Yongling. What's up, Joseph? Long time no see.
I know. I've seen you here and there, but haven't seen you.
Yeah, we've seen each other out,
in this seat for a little while.
It's been over 3 years.
How's it going? You look vibrant. You look happy.
I should look tired, actually.
But you're happy.
I am so happy because, for us who want to, do music, especially ABCs that come back to Taiwan. I was just talking to a few of my artist friends here.
Okay.
We all have the same dream, which is that we can create something different for the music industry here.
Right.
Not saying that the music industry here is bad, but it's just that, what we can bring is very westernized music, R&B, hip-hop, some of our own styles. But the thing is, it's been really hard for us, for all of us. And I think I just,
Well, that's the thing with music, and there's no really boundaries of any kind, really, because, like you said, everyone has their own background. They grow up with different type of music, and so everyone brings something different to the plate. And you're right, for someone like you and myself, I don't create music, I just play music. We're very fond of that genre, and so we have a lot of passion.
Right.
And that's very natural.
Right, and I think my first two albums, though I duet with Jay, Sand Painting, Hua Sha, all that stuff, 陷阱 for my second album. I think I was still trying to find my flavor. My style, my swag.
Your swag.
My swag.
You're using that word a lot now. You're bringing swag back.
Actually, swag's actually been gone from the States for a while.
For a little while,
to Taiwanese people, this is something new in the dance community.
Yes.
Because I'm really good friends with all my dancers, and they're trying to always what's swag? We see it everywhere, and I'm trying to explain to them it's your style. It's not necessarily it's like a 风格, right?
I was going to say,
if you say it in Chinese.
How would you translate that to a Chinese phrase?
风格.
风格.
Yeah, because swag could be the way you dress, could be the way you talk, it could be the way you walk, could be the music that you write. It's anything. It's your style. It's your flavor.
性感的风格.
也可以, sexy swag. I don't know.
Swag,
But so the past 3 years, it's been a huge trial for me, up and down, because the stuff that I was writing, my company just didn't really support, and I was getting very lost and confused as in what do they want? What does the market want? What does my company want? And when you get caught up in overthinking and thinking about what other people want, you kind of lose yourself.
Creativity dies too, doesn't it? Yeah.
You lose your spirit in your music, and I think that's what happened to me. I think for the first 2 years, actually, I didn't write at all. I just stopped writing. I was like, forget it. Everything I do is wrong. Everything I do is bad. You kind of lose that confidence in yourself, and I started singing. My company started asking me to sing some K-pop stuff.
Okay.
翻唱歌.
Okay.
Yeah. So I went a completely different route.
All right.
Singing other people's songs, doing the teeny bopper dance stuff. And I tried it for a year, and we realized it still wasn't me. I didn't feel completely comfortable doing that either.
Well, in retrospect, it's worth trying, right?
Yeah, it's worth trying. I'm very open to always pushing your boundaries, trying new things. And it wasn't until we finally found Adia as a producer, and he came in, and this album finally got to where it is now, because he basically made all the decisions. And he was just like, Cindy, you gotta write. If you don't write music, you got nothing. You have no style.
He was very upfront and
very
being
direct,
genuine about it, right?
Yeah, he was like, I don't think you have anything wrong with your music.
And be the ABC that you are.
Right.
Correct,
and he was like, it's not you, it's not your music, it's the way that we're going to package it, and the way that you can make people understand. And I think that's something that I really appreciate him for, is that, I had my ideas, and of course I have my creativity, but I also really respected his creativity, and he brought me kind of closer to the Taiwanese market,
right,
which I really appreciate.
And he's familiar with it too. Adia, come on,
and he loves hip hop, and he loves my stuff, so we had a lot in common.
Right.
Yeah.
So you wrote the songs, and then he kind of produces.
Right. He produced it for me. Right. Because the past two albums I produced everything, and I felt like I was stuck in a rut, like I wasn't improving.
Tag team.
a little bit. Yeah. So I think
choice.
I think I'm really happy that I feel like this album is a lot more me actually, and even though I wasn't expecting it to be this way, it turned out to be like, hey, finally I can let everybody get to know me again. I feel like the first two albums, that was a growing pain as well.
And a lot of times, you know, and it doesn't just apply to music. I think any sort of art, you know, it takes, you know, an artist, if you will, to go through the tough times to find themselves again,
to find inspiration,
and to kind of reset everything and come back again.
But I also think, you know, going on hiatus is obviously a great way. Another way is, you know, go be in love.
Yeah, which I was going to get to. You jumped right into it already.
I jumped right into it.
Love can inspire a lot of things.
Love can do a great many things, you know, because coming from Houston, Texas, you know, everyone thinks that I'm supposed to be like this wild party girl. I think a lot of people in Taiwan, when they hear your ABC, they get that.
I know.
They get that wrong impression of you.
Same here. And for a guy, even worse.
But you're not a partier, Joseph.
Oh, come on. No. Maybe 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
But yes, coming from LA, and then, you know, I'm a DJ on the air, and, you know,
gotta
there's a rep for DJs. You know, you got to
socialize. But you know what? I'm antisocial.
Oh.
Like, first 4 years, I know when you first met me then, I didn't have very many friends here.
But I do have to defend for you, because you know, you know, it's right. You know, I've been out a lot, you know, not in recent years, but I don't really see you out there at the clubs, if you will.
Yeah, it's not really my scene.
No,
I'm actually a 宅女. I'm a homebody. I like to play World of Warcraft and Counter-Strike and StarCraft and League of Legends.
That's good news for your boyfriend.
Well, we're going to jump right into that too, huh?
Yeah. Well, from Texas, we're going to be calling someone right now. I'm going to do this right now. And this is, it just so happens, you know, we do call-outs here on the show.
Right.
Surprise people all the time. And we have a guy who listens to ICRT a lot when he was in Taiwan. But now he's in Texas. He is actually studying at UT Austin.
Oh, well, that's my school.
That's your school.
Yeah.
And when I wrote back to him, I said, you know what? Let's do this when Cindy is here. He automatically jumps in, and he's so excited, right? He's like, oh my goodness, Cindy Yen, she's an alumni of our college.
Okay.
And he continues to say, I'm majoring in the Department of Communication Studies.
Oh, well, I was a communications major.
Weren't you?
And a music major. Yeah, I had 2 degrees.
Moody College of Communication.
Yes, that's right.
Okay. And then he says here, and I know Cindy was in the School of Journalism, which is part of Moody College of Communications. Yeah.
Yep.
And this might be a great way to call my wife, because I think let me read here. I think it's her birthday today.
Oh, it's her birthday.
It's her birthday.
They're long distance.
Long distance right now, but they're married.
Okay, well, you know, 小别胜新婚, you've heard that saying.
哎呦，你中文真是溜了，现在。
是有好一点是吗？
是啊。
你就像台湾人了，会有点成语了。
对，这个我都还会 struggle 一下，小别胜新欢。
Yeah, well, you know, because in my line of work, if you want to have a relationship, you're usually long distance as well. We're always flying around. So.
But I asked this listener, and his name is Mao Jia.
Okay, Mao Jia. Is he even an English name?
I don't think he left an English name,
but
Mao Jia is fine.
All right.
And then I said, okay, because his wife has never been to Austin or to Texas, and where would you take her if she ever visited him? Yeah.
Wow,
what would be your recommendation? I want to see
my recommendation. You know what? I have not been in Austin and like actually lived there in 6-7 years.
Right.
I was only there for 4 years in college.
Right.
And I went back last year, at the end of last year. And
Austin?
I did, and I was asking around for places. There's so many great places that have sprung up. Austin's changing so fast. It's growing so fast. I mean, if you want like the really old-fashioned stuff, then there's always barbecue, like Salt Lake. Well, there's Franklin's barbecue now, which I heard is like the #1. That President Obama went, and he didn't, because the line is so long, he actually paid for every single person that was waiting in front of him so that he could buy it, pay for everybody else, and leave.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's supposed to be amazing. So that's always one.
Speaking of restaurants, he mentions here the Oasis on Lake Travis.
Oh, I've been there.
You heard that?
The Oasis is very romantic.
Okay.
I went there for my Valentine's date back in college.
Oh, boy.
9 years ago.
How about that? And Valentine's Day is coming up, too.
Goodness gracious.
Oh.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is coming up, so
the place is still around.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
Still around, okay.
Yep, it's still around.
Because that's where he would take his wife.
I think that's still around.
Also, there's something called the Bat Bridge.
Oh, the Bat Bridge, yes, there is, definitely. We go there just to lie down, have a picnic, and then when it's around sunset, the bats come out.
Right.
And there's
millions of bats that fly out of the cave.
Be careful you don't get,
Batman
pooped on.
That's right, there's a lot of poop with that.
Yeah.
I've been to one in Malaysia, and it stinks from miles away.
There's millions of bats under that. Bridge.
All right. A lot of other places right here that we don't need to get into right now, but let's go ahead and call his wife.
Sure.
Because she
Are we speaking in English or Chinese here?
Let me see. We can probably do both, but I think his message is in Chinese.
Okay, so she probably is a...
Yeah, but
Alrighty.
let's look for Xiaolan. Okay. Actually, looking at the email right now, I think he just wants us to call because Valentine's is coming up. And he feels so bad that he won't be here on Valentine's with his wife. Okay, so it's a pre-Valentine's message. If we can get Xiaolan to pick up the phone. This is called the artist jinx.
Oh, that happens.
It happens only when we have artists sitting in that chair that they don't pick up the phone. Let's call it one more time, just in case I misdialed. Okay, Xiaolan, I hope you really pick up the phone. This is urgent. This is very sweet from your husband of 11 years. Oh, hello, Wei Xiaolan ma. Hello? Okay.
Oh, no.
What happened?
We lost her.
What
we
happened?
just had her.
Do you think she just hung up because she couldn't recognize who this is?
She heard a bunch of English and she was like, is this a prank call? Or is this my husband calling from Texas?
I know. Let's try again.
Okay.
What happened there?
Oh, I love these call-outs.
Yeah, there's a lot of anticipation.
Right.
You know, people who are tuned in, they're kind of nervous about it too, even though it's not their call-out. But
I really hope she...
oh, no, this is really the artist jinx. My goodness.
That's okay. We can try later.
We can try later, yes.
Maybe she doesn't pick up now. Maybe she's on her way home and there's bad reception. It's always possible.
Thank you for, bringing up these
we gotta find ways to make it. There's always different angles to look at things, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. We'll try again later. Yep, we still have time.
I was actually going to put that song, the husband, actually requested for All of Me by
John Legend.
Great song.
All of Me.
Yeah, and I had a remix of that song, tastefully done too. Because sometimes when you have slow songs and you remix it, it sounds kind of corny. But that one's tastefully done. In fact, I think it won a Grammy. The remix did.
Wow, I've heard the remix. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I've heard the remix version.
It's gonna put it in the mix with your song right here, which is "Love is Clear" is how I actually translated.
Love is clear. 爱是黑白. Love is black and white.
It's black and white.
Yeah.
But what you're trying to say, there's no gray areas.
Pretty
basically,
much.
right?
For me,
it's not. You're not talking about right or wrong. You're talking about it's
one of those like I'm sick of people who are always like, oh, we're kind of together but kind of not.
Right, exactly.
What is that? Either you are or you're not.
Blurred line.
Right, I hate that. Or we're temporarily separated, but we're still together technically, but we're not talking. And I'm like, what? To me, love is clear. You're right. It is clear. It's either you're together, you're not. You love him or you don't.
Right.
So I guess this is kind of my song to tell everyone, like, 我是个很干脆的女生.
Yeah, that's right.
It's for me. If you love me, and you want to be with me, then let's really like work it out and be committed. Don't give me an in between.
没错，现在的这个年轻人太多暧昧了哈。
Yeah.
Let's hear it. It's love is clear. Like I said, that's how my interpretation is. 爱是黑白，袁咏琳 Cindy on ICRT.
想侥幸，有时点注定，甜蜜谎言瞬间惊醒，非要受伤才睁开眼睛。我就是黑白。
Love is clear. 爱是黑白袁咏琳 on ICRT FM 100. Oh, that is perfect for our hour right here called the Hour of Power.
Oh.
A lot of, EDM elements.
Oh, yes.
If you will.
Yes.
I mean, you wrote the song,
right.
but I mean, do you kind of vision, what kind of rhythm?
Well, when I write it,
okay.
My demos are actually pretty much arranged.
Okay.
I arrange my own demos too.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
And then I'll tell the teacher. Usually, I'll tell the arranger like, oh, I kind of want this tone or I want this synth sound here. I usually want them to be as close to demo as possible because I already have everything I was envisioning written out. So they just kind of make it better.
Well, you're an active person. You like to dance, hop around a lot.
Yeah.
Sure, we talked about R&B and hip hop. That's how we kind of got into music perhaps when we were young. But now EDM is like everywhere.
It's everywhere.
I mean, how much you absorb that? I mean, are you a enthusiast of EDM music or no?
I'm just an enthusiast of music in general, and I think I absorb everything I listen to. And so like whatever I hear, I try to put into my music. So if it's EDM at the moment, then I'll write something EDM that I feel. Just like when I'm upset or when I want to like really get down and groovy and I want to feel empowered, I'll do some hip hop because I don't know, hip hop always makes me feel at home. I'm from Houston, Texas. We're pretty ghetto over there. We've got Beyonce, Destiny's Child. We've got some really amazing rappers actually from H-Town, and I grew up kind of in the ghetto.
Yeah.
My family's not well off, so I grew up in a neighborhood of African Americans and Mexicans. And all my best friends in middle school were all Hispanic.
Yeah, very diverse, right?
Very diverse.
Very ethnic and all that. Yeah. And barbecue goes well with hip hop, I think.
Crawfish, because we're kind of close to New Orleans. Houston's a lot of Cajun still.
Yes, indeed.
So.
Good. We got more music from her current album. It's Fight for Love, by the way. Has been out for about 5 days. Only 5 days.
Yeah, it just came out.
And fresh out of the oven.
Yep.
We got more music from Cindy after the break. Stay tuned.
That's the ICRT Entertainment Report. I'm Eric Gale.
Yeah, February all filled up with a lot of awards, right? We just had the Grammys, the Oscars.
And we will all have the day off, so we can watch it.
That's true, too. Right in the middle of Chinese New Year this time. Oh, perfect. Okay, February 22nd. That's Sunday evening in L.A., but
so Monday morning
23rd.
our time, but we'll have the day off.
So watch it with all your family members, grandpa and grandma, too.
I'm probably going to still be sleeping.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
Thank you for the update, Eric. All right, back to the music right here on ICRT. Our special guest of the hour is Cindy Yuan Yongling.
Hello, everybody. I'm Cindy.
Because we keep in contact, and I know you released the single Fly Tonight.
Yes, last year.
A while ago.
Yeah,
right?
Last year, right.
I'm so excited about that.
Also an EDM.
Yes. But then when you released this album, I noticed that you made it the last track of the album.
Right. Well, actually, this entire album has a storyline in terms of, I guess, just what I've gone through in terms of relationship and my love relationships. From, like I was saying, I moved back here.
From meeting a bad boy first.
Well, meeting many bad boys. And
then come to mommy.
and then finding your own confidence, putting yourself out there. And then, for example, like the song we're listening to right now, it's 刺猬的拥抱. It's a girl who really is desperate for love, but is so guarded. Her entire life has been so guarded. And protecting herself from getting hurt.
She's like the hedgehog.
Yeah, she's trying to protect herself from getting hurt because she's been hurt so much in the past. And that's kind of, I guess, for me, my background. My parents are divorced. And I think that really will affect you in a relationship sometimes because I've never seen a healthy, successful relationship. I don't know what that means. And I've always really admired my friends that had that, or my friends' parents that had that. And I really, really want it for myself. But I think because my father left when I was 12, and we hardly kept in contact. So I think when you don't have a father figure in your life, you kind of look to other places for it. But then when you meet another guy, the opposite sex, you feel fear of letting him in, of letting him close to you.
Right, you're very defensive about it.
Right, because you feel he'll probably abandon you too.
Yes.
It's a trust issue, and it's insecurity issues. And I think that's something that I've been working through. And when I wrote the song, it's about that, finding independence. But, and anyways, and then going into, breakups and finding out, how to fight for it, for what you want. Sometimes you can't let pride get in the way because it will probably, you might lose the other person. And then you fall in love, and then Fly Tonight, that song we were talking about, it's the very end of the album because it's the most joyful, the most celebratory type of music. And I think it kind of puts the album in a very positive light. There were all these ups and downs toward the end. 是喜悦的. You're still very happy where you are in life. Yeah.
I'm glad you explained that. A lot of emotions right there. And now that actually brings a different light to listening to the album from track 1 to track 8.
Most people don't listen to albums anymore, from 1 to 10 because most, now everything's digital. You just listen to one song off the album.
Oh, man. And don't get me started on that because... Back in the days, now it's digital, right? But I can go even further back because I grew up in the age of cassette tapes.
Oh my gosh, me too.
Sort of, right?
When I was in middle school, that's what I listened to, yes.
And that's a really linear progression. Worse than CDs. CDs you can still skip, 1, 2, 3, 4. But with that, you have to side A.
And then side B, and then you can't rewind, takes forever, and fast forward takes forever.
Yes,
it's true. So we've got to really appreciate what technology has done for us.
Yes, indeed. That song, 刺猬的拥抱. 刺猬, hedgehog.
Hedgehog.
It's a hedgehog.
People are asking me that. Is it a hedgehog or is it a
porcupine, right?
Porcupine sounds more malicious.
Yeah, it does.
But a hedgehog is cute.
I think porcupines are spikier, though, aren't they?
They are. They're actually called 豪猪.
Oh, is that right?
Porcupine's 豪猪.
Okay, I wouldn't know.
And then 刺猬is hedgehog.
Okay.
Technically, it's like this. But, it's a very fine distinction.
A hedgehog hug. That's what it is,
hedgehog.
Right?
Hedgehog hug.
No, it's a hedgehog.
A hedgehog?
A hedgehog. That's what we call that song. A hedgehog.
My hedgehog.
Well, talking about linear progression, this song actually precedes the song you just heard, and I love it. When I first, when I saw it at a glance, I thought it's Come to Miami.
Come to Miami, Florida.
I thought, okay, well, let's go to Miami together. But no, it's actually Come to Mommy.
Yeah.
You're the mommy?
I am the mommy. I'll be your mommy. I'm just kidding. People ask me that too. Like, what does this mean? Honestly, when I was writing the song, I was thinking, come to baby. Like, let me be your baby kind of thing. It's more flirtatious, and the lyrics are kind of a bit sexual. It's just fun and games. Yes.
And guess what?
What?
There's a male vocalist on this track.
Yes, that is right.
In fact,
Magic Power.
Yeah, good friends with him too. Ting Ting, isn't it?
Yeah, Ting Ting and Gaga, both of them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ting Ting's English is really good.
He is,
right?
And he loves hip hop.
He loves it.
He doesn't. I don't judge people by looks, but he doesn't look that way.
Right. Let me tell you, the first time I met him, I also told him, I was like, you wrote such sexual lyrics for me, but you're so shy and quiet and reserved. Completely two different people. But that's the thing about artists. Me too. Like, we can write these things that we don't really do. We'll say it, we won't do it.
That's true.
You hear a lot of, I don't know about hip hop artists in the States. I'm sure when they talk about drugs and sex, maybe they mean it.
Right.
But at least for us, at least for me, that doesn't mean that's my lifestyle per se. But this is just a style of music that I like.
It's generally true.
But technically, hip hop is a lifestyle. It is. And you sing what you live because for them it's a historical, social movement.
Indeed.
But I'm just borrowing a little bit of hip hop and putting it into C-pop and making it in a fun way. And mommy basically means baby, kind of like in Spanish when they say papi and mami. It's a term of endearment.
Exactly.
It is. But of course, mommy, the girl, the woman sounds more empowered.
Exactly. In control. Is this mommy? Come to mommy. Yuan Yongling on ICRT. Come to Mommy on ICRT FM 100. Man, there's so much to talk about with this album. Look at that collaboration. And, I'm very familiar with MP, Magic Power, Mohan Liliang as well. I was just at their concert. And this song, written by you, but you didn't have them in mind. You didn't have Ting Ting in mind
it was actually a solo. It was supposed to be a solo song.
Okay,
and I was rapping about myself and kind of mocking myself and making fun of myself in terms of being, a girl back in Taiwan. And every time I go out, I realize, man, all those girls are so much hotter than me.
What are you talking about? Do you know how much attention you get when you go out?
I don't go out.
Honest to God, last time when I saw you, and it's at a sports bar,
right?
and I had some guys, with me, and then they were all asking about you.
No way.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me this. What was I wearing? Probably just like something really tacky.
No,
you're casual.
No, it was sporty.
Yeah, it was sporty.
Sporty.
I probably worked out and went over.
Maybe.
I never dress up when I go out.
Yeah.
Because
we like that.
Really?
Yeah. Love it.
Maybe it's the Taiwanese guys that don't like it.
Well, maybe. I don't know, but
all your friends American
ABCs? Yeah,
okay.
Exactly.
All right. Well, hey, they can holla.
But anyways, like I said, that maybe because Ting Ting knew how to bring out his style too, and so it really sounds like something that you guys co-wrote together.
Yeah, no.
Amazing. But speaking of sexiness, I mean, look at the illustration on your metal box CD here, and this is actually by a very well-known illustrator in Taiwan, isn't it?
H.H. 先生，画美美的，
他很有名，
很红，非常红。I know. I was very honored to be able to collab with him.
你知道他多有名吗？他粉丝页
几百万呢。
对啊
I know.
我们
I know.
有去梦想到几百万的
I know. I told him. I said, 真的是我要偷你的那个粉丝。No, I mean honestly, he's so humble and so nice. And when we met and talked, I told him, I said, 你不要把我画太胖就好了。
Okay.
Don't make me, because his style is, the more like curvaceous women.
Yeah. Because he touches on like relationship and social issues and about girls not feeling pretty about themselves.
And I completely, I love what he does, and I love Mei Mei. I think Mei Mei is so cute.
Right.
But if anybody gets to see my album cover, you'll see that my boobs look really big.
Thank you for pointing it out yourself, because I was just going to jump into that too. I mean, how accurate is this?
Oh, you're gonna have to ask my boyfriend. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Nobody can know, huh? That's my own secret.
Although this shows all the confidence that Cindy has right here. I mean, the metal cover is an illustration of you, a depiction of what you could be. But then if you really open up the CD and, pull out the insert, the lyrics booklet, if you will, you're posing nude.
When you say nude, people are gonna think it's like A片.
I'm putting visuals in people's minds right now.
Right.
Nude in a sense that you have yourself covered up well, but or turned around well, but still
上半身 half nude. Because technically I'm wearing jeans on the bottom.
Look at that. Oh
Can you imagine if they were thongs?
Okay, no, I can't do this. I know your boyfriend, so I can't do
this. Let's not share that secret out there. No, but for me, it's not about being nude or whatever. I think it's more like, I think this album is very, very naked Cindy in terms of letting everybody see me as a musician, as a person, and as a woman when she's in love. And seeing me in a relationship and everything I've been through. I'm very open about my experiences and then my past. And then also because I think when you're in a relationship, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to like get out of my past where I was always very protective.
Okay.
And I had so much armor on me.
Okay.
And I think I'm stripping all that away.
That you used to cling on to a lot.
Right, and I'm stripping it all away, not just in my career, but in my relationships as well, to let my other half see me as I am, completely, fully, completely imperfect. And I think when I'm standing there with my back facing the camera and I'm not wearing anything, my focus isn't, hey, look at my bare back. My focus is I'm trying to fight for something, and I'm not even guarding my. I'm gonna get hurt. I'm gonna get cut up, and I'm ready for that.
Okay.
I'm okay with it. It's like a.
I do understand, and I love how you explain it, and I can see, I mean, you're talking about confidence and everything, about letting go of the past, and even before talking about this subject, I already kind of found out that you have a lot more confidence now during this, last 40 minutes right here on the interview.
Thank you.
And that makes it even more beautiful.
Oh, you're so sweet.
It really does.
Maybe I'm just older.
But let me just get back to, the nudity.
The nudity.
The nudity.
All right, we're back at that.
Is this the nudist? Is there a word such as
the most nudist I've ever been?
Yeah.
Except for when I'm at home showering.
I mean, yeah, except for that, yeah.
Yes, actually, there's not much to show, really, honestly. I mean, a human body is a human body, and you've seen the artists out there that are, showing a lot more than I am.
Oh.
I'm not trying to be nude for the sake of being nude.
Right.
Please don't misunderstand.
Indeed.
I'm just trying to depict something here. A woman fighting for what she wants, for what she loves, in a battlefield. See, like my hands, I have 绷带. They're being taped up, kind of like in a boxing ring.
Right, exactly.
So it's actually a very empowering statement. It's not a sexual statement.
Right.
And I'm not even posed sexually.
Oh, and for anyone who is just, going wild with your imagination right now, yeah, exactly. Has not even close to being sexual. It really, confidence is really what
more
the word
empowerment
is.
And class. Yeah,
exactly.
That's what we're going for.
We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. FM 100. Welcome back to the final minutes of the show right here. This is The Jam on ICRT with our special guest. It's Cindy Yuan Yongling. Valentine's is only 2 days away. Well, actually, technically, tonight is almost over. So in another day.
Yeah, true.
Another 2 days for Valentine's. But your concert.
I'm having a concert, and it's been a long time since I've performed in Taipei. Have a 2-hour show of my own in a close, intimate setting with my fans on Friday.
Okay.
8:30 at Big Riverside, 大河岸西门町. I'm really excited.
8:30 p.m. Thank you for being so considerate, because then I can actually finish my show.
I know. So hey, if you guys want to come to my show, you'll come see Joseph as well. You're coming, right? So
I'll be going.
Maybe all your fans will come and just to find you.
Yes. Well, we're gonna have a lot of common friends there.
Yeah, it's true. It's gonna be a party.
If there's any after party, I should tag along.
Well, the next day on Saturday, I'm gonna be in Taichung. Taichung 签唱会.
Got a lot of 签唱会 coming over the weekend.
Yeah, and then Sunday I'm gonna be in Tainan 签唱会. So, anyways, details you guys at my Facebook, Cindy Yuan Yongling, and I post everything on there, as well as some videos and
So for the concert, I guess people can just show up and buy tickets at the door?
At the door, yeah. Okay. And hopefully there'll be drinks, come with a free spirit and a, loving heart.
Well, because Valentine's is the next day, I mean, are you going to kind of make it into a Valentine's thing?
Well, what I was planning is that, my mom, my dad, a lot of my really good friends, they're all going to be there. And I also told my friends that are coming that are couples that I would give them a special gift, of course. Okay. And then for those who are single, also a special gift. Like, I just want everyone to feel loved on that night. To me, Valentine's Day is just a regular day, but every day should be Valentine's Day. Honestly, it's just it's just a day.
What she's trying to say is she's had Valentine's for a few years now.
No, what I mean is, actually, honestly, I've never really celebrated Valentine's. I've never been a big celebratory person in terms of special occasions.
Like you say, it's just a day. So,
it's just a day, but it is a day to express to your loved ones how much you appreciate and love them, and for me to let my fans know how much I love them.
Right.
So would love it if you guys can spend it with me.
Awesome. Okay, Friday night 8:30，这个礼拜五晚上8点半就在大河岸西门町的大河岸 Riverside Cafe. See Cindy there, and I'll hang out with you guys too. Thank you so much, Cindy, for stopping by.
Thank you so much, Joseph. It's so much fun.
Yes, I'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
That's all the time we have on tonight's show. I'll see you tomorrow from 4 to 8 p.m. here on ICRT. Bye-bye.